It's going to happen again in a second. There's somebody driving in one of these little two-seated Ranger things like that, a little big golf cart with big wheels on it, and they're just driving down the neighborhood, and they've got like a speaker on it, and they're driving around, and it makes a police sound, and then they say something that sounds like an order. It's like it feels like we're moving into a militant state, and I've heard them calling to the other neighbors, get out here, and they just, there's actually no respect for the community whatsoever in what they're doing, unless the community's in on it and they're like really getting the feel for it. Make it like it's a joke in the beginning and it seems natural when it's time. But they haven't said anything. So you say it sounds like a police state? That was weird. Your phantom arm was reaching for my beer. I was pulling it away and I Vishnu, Kali is the name of the mother of destruction and creation. Had arms. Now they're going to be quiet? That's very disappointing.
Well, they were impersonating officers a little bit ago.
Well, they said more after that when I was trying to get this thing set up. They did it again, and Ella's out. Stop, Danny. Whatever her name is. I know. Just don't make yourself seen. I told her, I said, act natural, and I've never felt more the real. When they say keep it real, act natural, I was keeping it real. Just I said, don't let them see you looking at them curiously, like, what's this about? Because they're looking at you now. And just act natural. Just standing out here and just listen. You don't have to stare at them. Don't give them any of it. The sad thing is now people that have seen the one video, wow, sand crane just flew over my head in front of the sun.
Pterodactyl.
There's the other one. Oh my God.
I know they are.
Fucking pterodactyl. Sean Seigel that time huge. Driving him to work in Traverse City when we were working for Randy, and he'd get in the car. We'd take turns driving, and if I was driving, he'd just get in, he'd just go right to sleep. And that's good luck to the Native Americans. And since they ran out, it's ours now. But yeah, we were going by the south end of Otsego Lake there, where that curve is, where whatever road North Otsego comes out to, Mansalona Road or something. And we were coming by that marsh right there, and he kind of woke up, opened his eyes just in time to see one of these sand cranes, and I'd never seen one in my life. I didn't even know what it was, flying over, because they used to be more rare. Over the windshield of the car, he opened his eyes and just, what's wrong with that? Fucking pterodactyl. I don't know.
I know, they're huge.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to hear gunshots any minute now. They're flying over us. I mean, I don't feel any need to pick up the camera and run around chasing them, because I feel like they're about to attack us where we sit.
Oh,
you'll see the whole thing.
It was as tall as, well, it wasn't quite as tall as me. It was up to my shoulders.
They've got to be 4 feet tall.
Yeah, it was up to my shoulders easily.
And she was running. Didn't even know it was her. pitch black.
No, I
She would go running out. It was pitch black in the morning. I'm like, I haven't done that since I was in the Army, and I always hated it then. Wake up and go running in it. But she'd be out there in the morning, and I'm like, I feel guilty. I should have been running with her, but it's just, you don't want to connect yourself with me in the Army. It's not that I hated the Army, but I just had enough of it. You don't... Doesn't that sound like a threat? Oh, don't want to get on his bad side. But yeah, and these damn things. I don't know what I was talking about for a second. Oh, you were telling the story about the sand crane.
Oh, just running.
She
Yeah,
was
it was
running down the road.
We have a lot of potholes.
Which they want $14,000 from us to buy,
Yeah,
and if we
so you
had
really
$14,000 to buy on a boat, to pay for a boat. If we had $14,000 to pay for a boat, we wouldn't buy the fucking boat, and we'd have $14,000. Act like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Whatever happened to the fucking road commission paving roads and shit?
So you really have to pay attention when you're running, because you don't want to like twist an ankle or whatever.
Serious potholes. So,
but it's also like really good agility too. You know, you gotta like, you know, hop and jump, and you know, so it kind of makes it
there could be bums in them.
fun.
Reaching for your ankles, just
Makes
pretend
it
you're
fun.
in a video game. And so she's
So I'm
running.
just running and paying attention and watching my feet and watching the ground, and all of a sudden, like, this thing starts running with me.
Keep going, baby.
It's just running and running, and its wings are flapping, and it's like literally like
I didn't know its wings were
3
flapping until you
feet
told
from
me
me. It
yesterday.
was like running and flapping. I was just like, oh. It startled me so much because I had no idea it was there.
And
No idea.
Olin has a story about being in the middle of a cornfield,
just
and one
ran
came up
together.
and he chased him, and he ran for his life out of the cornfield with one of these chasing him.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what I thought of it. Had it
you don't know what
decided
they're
to
gonna, they got
attack,
like a
I mean,
6-inch beak.
holy cow! Yeah, it
Yeah, on
easily
4.
stood as tall as my shoulder. I mean, but the wingspan on them is like crazy. But yeah, it was running right with me,
Running
and I was just, oh my god,
with its arms out.
Oh yeah, it was
I
running.
just imagine it was
Running
running
and
like an
flapping.
ostrich.
No, it was like
but
running and
like
flapping.
that.
Because
Wow.
I think I might have startled it too. I don't know.
You know what? It might
don't
have.
know.
They might be smarter than we think. It might be like a
But
dolphin when it
was
sees
running
us.
right
It wants
along
to
with
play.
me.
It just
was.
wanted to play.
Yeah. Yeah. If it wanted to attack me or felt nervous about me, it definitely could have. But it didn't. It just ran with me.
Let's see. Wonderful. We have them. There are all kinds of threats in the neighborhood. Those
Yeah,
guys, we
what's
heard them a
going
minute
on?
ago. They must have gotten somebody to come out and talk to them, because they've been a lot quieter for a lot longer than they usually are. Wow. And there it is.
Bunch of riffraff.
Us or them?
I don't know.
It depends
I'm
on
not
who's
sure.
looking. And
Depends on your
even my
perspective.
perspective says probably us, seeing it from their perspective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do any good to accuse them. They just wouldn't fucking remember.